Jaron Chamberlain and
Jaron Cumberland.
Cumberland, I'm sorry. And what you, geez, I knew I was going to speak.
Yeah.
How do you think you're going to use him? What kind of player he is?
Oh, Jaron is, he's a guard. He's a big guard that can score. You know, it's hard to find guys that have his size with his offensive ability. The thing about it is he gets better. The more I watched him, I think, and the more other coaches watched him this summer, very fortunate that he committed to us early because he had such a big month of July. The better the game he played in, the higher level of competition, the better he got. And that's a rarity. You know, that usually goes the other way with when you watch kids play. When he played against the best of the best in the events this summer, he stood out because of his competitiveness, his toughness, and he's got the body to step his game up too. That's what separates him.
He can play a lot of different. He's pretty versatile.
Well, he's a guard. He's not a point guard. He's a guard. He can make shots. He's tough to deal with in transition because he's a freight train, like a little like Lance Stevenson. He's just so big and strong and comes at you so hard. But the thing that Jaron will do that a lot of kids won't do is I've seen him stand in there and take a charge with his team up 30 and a guy coming at him, 40 miles an hour. He just got toughness. You know, a lot of that was instilled in him by his father, who obviously I got to know really well through the recruiting process. So, in my opinion, he's the best player in Ohio. The other one would have been Nick Ward, who we tried to sign as well. He was a great kid that went to Michigan State. But Jaron's one of the best guards in the country. So whenever you can get a guy from your state that is that good, it's a big get in recruiting. You know, Antoine Jackson did a great job recruiting Jaron and his family, and it's just it's big for us to be able to get him. We beat a lot of big time programs to get Jaron Cumberland.
Western Carolina.
Coach. Well, it's good that Coach Hunter is somebody I have tremendous respect for. We had too many games coming up, so I haven't had time to look up where he is on the active wins list, but he's got to be in the top 10 Division I coaches. I know he's got over 600 something wins. He did an unbelievable job at Ohio U. He's still going strong at Western Carolina. So when you play a guy like Larry Hunter, you know their team's going to be well coached. So you got to be prepared. Obviously, we have some advantages in size and depth, but they have 4 senior starters returning, so they pose some problems. They're going to play smart. So if we have mental breakdowns, they'll exploit them. And the 3-point shot's always a concern. They got 3 guys that can really shoot the ball on the perimeter. So that's a big concern in a game like this.
Where are you guys coming into this after the exhibition season? Where do you think you'll be about what you do? I mean, you never where you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, for us, we talk about just the beginning of a long process. We're still embracing a new style of play offensively. Obviously, our guy, we have a crew of guys we can play together that knows how to defend. They got the job done last year. They can get stops. Obviously, we're trying to incorporate where Quadri's playing more, Jacob's playing more, Justin's playing more. So Corey's playing with Octavius more at times. We didn't get a chance to do a lot of that in the exhibitions, but it's going to happen. But for us, it's just still embracing a new style offensively and playing at a much faster pace with our offense. But you're going to play at a lot faster pace, though, if you don't get it out of the basket. So it all still starts with defense.
This point in your career, right, high expectations for this team. I mean, still, I don't know if the excitement level is higher for you with a team like this, or how do you, each year's different, but how do you approach this one with so much talent coming out?
Yeah, it's funny because locally people think we have talent, there's high expectations, but you don't seem to read that nationally. We're excited. Whenever you got good players and they're good kids, you like coming to practice every day. For me, because of what I went through, I'm just happy to be coaching. But whenever you have a real chance, because you have talent, and especially you have some experience and kids that want to win, it's exciting because then you have a chance. See, as a coach, you know when you really know. I mean, you can't come out in certain seasons, hey, I'm rebuilding this year. That doesn't sell tickets. But you really know in your heart of hearts when you really have a chance. And obviously, when you have experience and you have some guys who can put the ball in the basket, you're going to have a real chance, especially when your team's got some character. But it's really all going to depend on our commitment level, because when you're talking about winning a league and trying to make a run in March, you're talking about being, in the 2 percentile of college basketball. There's 340 teams. So if you're really trying to break it down to get to the Final Four, you're really breaking it down. You got to be an elite company. So you got to get better every day. But it's exciting. We need to get started though. These kids they get sick of beating on each other in practice. We practice really hard. So, guys, Octavius is looking to get away from Corey.
You talk every year about this time of year how big a fan you are of the pollsters. Had to smile a little bit when.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is 100% fact. It's the first year in my career I haven't looked at one preseason poll, and I haven't looked at one preseason magazine, like a Street and Smith or any of them. I haven't read one of them. I haven't looked at any of them. All I've done is watch film and coach the team and get ready for the season.
You're not ranked in AP or USA
Not
Today.
But I will say this. We've had a team meeting. We've talked about our goals and trying to come on a mission this year. At the end of the day, some teams are overrated every year, but it's because of what they've accomplished. Look, we haven't been to a Final Four since 1992. So, some teams have won titles and they've been to championships and they've been to Final Fours, so they get overrated because of what's happened in recent memory. So, the experts, and they don't go out on limbs now. These guys, they like their jobs. They don't win or lose games. They get to sit up there and say whatever they want and be unaccountable. So they pick favorites. They picked the team that was good last year. So we haven't earned that. So if we don't like it, we got a chance to change it. We haven't earned it, and that's what I told our guys. So if we're underrated, it's because we haven't been to the Final Four in too long around here, and we got to do everything we can to try to change that. You can cry about it all you want. You say, well, a couple years ago, Connecticut won the whole thing and finished 5th in our league, and we won the league with Louisville. You can say they caught a break here or there, but at the end of the day, they won it. We didn't. So that's how it is. You want to change it, you want more attention, you want to have more respect in polls, and have more people talk about you. You got to win big games, and you got to win in March. That's just the facts. And we have to have a group of players that has the mentality that group had back in 92, 93, and says we're going to change things around here. So you crying about it does you no good. I mean, there's a reason people pick those teams, because they've been there. It's not whether it shouldn't matter what happens this year. There's a reason they pick them. They don't go out on limbs in the AP or on college game night. So we talk about that, and we've talked about it this year. And you want to change it? Games start tomorrow night.
Anything else?